Rabbi, how do you see or interpret the law of attraction and manifestation based on Talmud and the Torah? There is no law of attraction like you hear from the scientists, but there are things that are actually real. There are both physical ones and spiritual ones. Physical ones are scientific. For example, there's certain smell. There's certain smell that attracts people. Like, for example, you'll notice, if you look into it, that virtually all perfumes smell like animals and originally came from animals. Why? Because those particular smells attract the opposite gender. And usually people that put perfume, especially in today's world, are doing it for attracting people. It's not like the old days where people used perfume in order to silence the horrible smell that they had, because obviously hygiene was very different in those days. So the perfume that's used, the colognes that's used, comes from animals. Another thing is that the scientists have also confirmed that the smell that a woman is most attracted to is the smell of her husband. But not the smell where he just took a shower, but rather when he's sweating. So many guys that work effortlessly or endlessly to try to take 50 showers a day and to put 3 gallons of perfume on them because they're about to see their wife, you're not really doing yourself a service. Now, I'm not saying come back from work smelly, disgusting, and then go see your wife, because she'll probably run away like everybody else. But as far as to suppress your real smell is not going to be attracting to your wife. It may be attracting to other people, but not to your wife. So there's physical aspect of it. Now, spiritual aspect of it is also. The Talmud says in the Gemara Masechet Sotah, page 2, 2a, where a person gets a woman based on his actions. If he's righteous, he gets a righteous woman. If he's wicked, he gets a immodest woman. Meaning that if he's righteous, he gets a woman that is righteous, and if she's righteous, certainly she's modest. If he's wicked, he gets a immodest woman. It doesn't say a wicked woman, it says an immodest woman. Why? Because if she's immodest, then certainly she's wicked. Whereas if she's modest, it doesn't necessarily always mean that she's righteous. There was plenty of German Nazis that walked around modest but were evil monsters. There's plenty of those available today as well, as we saw in the recent year since the October 7th disaster that happened, or during September 11th, when they were celebrating the demise of thousands of people. So now, as far as the spiritual aspect of it, your actions create certain angels or demons that attract or deter somebody else. So if, let's say, for example, a man cheats on his wife, he commits adultery, then even if his wife does not know about it, no one told her about it, no one called her about it, she will automatically, her soul will know it and will become disgusted by him, will become distrustful of him. So it's the same vice versa. So as far as the how they react to it, whether they know what they are feeling or not, many people think it's confusion or it's anxiety or it's all things. No, it's not it's not really a headache. She doesn't really have a headache all the time. It's because there's some issue there. Sometimes men are get the message from their wife that they have a headache all the time. But they're not committing adultery with, another, they're not married to anybody else, but they don't realize that wasting seed is considered the same thing. Meaning his wife, the soul of his wife, knows that he's cheating because he's looking at immorality, he's looking at pornography and all types of other filth. So that's why she's disgusted by him. Even though she doesn't know what's going on behind closed doors and when she's not there. But her soul is disgusted by him. So yes, there are certainly laws of attraction, but they're not like what you heard in the in the secular world. So very, very different. And I spoke about it quite a bit in our Jewish intimacy series, in our Tikkun Brit series, or Tikkun Brit videos, and many other times. We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless. It's a zilzul, disrespect to the Torah, and could lead to Chilul Hashem, desecration of God's name. Stick to our holy Torah and our own holidays. That's the path of a true Jew.